Nie ma nic, żeby pić. Ja nie mogę.
drivers in the final. It's Jamie Hines and Jake McElveen. Yeah, we are ready to rock here. It's still all to play for in my books. I think it's roughly 5-all coming into the last one of the day, guys. Here we go. It is young Jamie Hines hammers the Sylvia up the straight. Jake McElveen is right there with it. They both launched him over there. Look at him. Wow, we did not give Jamie Hines an inch to play with here, but possibly does open up. Jake McElveen, is he going to make that dive through zone 6? Oh, Hines chops. Hines chops wheels, McElveen straight. It's all happening here. They're both pushing to the absolute limits here at it. You can hear all of cars cheering and roar. Watergrasshill with a huge round of applause as these drivers cross the line. Here we go, Jamie Hines and Jake McElveen as they cross the line. Our final round 2. Insane stuff. Oh, I love Pro 2. I love Pro 2. It is the best. And these guys happening often only for the very, very top drivers are so dialed into their cars that they can overcome such issues. But it's not all over yet. It's a big, big advantage here for Dylan Wilson, I would say. A bit sketchy at the clear on the run down the back straight. Yeah. 10 through 5 and 6. He knows this one might be the last time he's out on the track today, so he's giving a full set. Is he going to drive this car? I have to say, I highly doubt it. Why do you think this car? Full commitment, set as hard as he can, as it rubs off the back. Rubs back for half the wall on his own way and across the line. Yeah, really, really great stuff there from both drivers, and of course, guys, we will give you this result on the podium. We won't call it right now. I'm saying about the podium as well. Watergrasshill for the final. Let's go, guys. It is Jake McElveen to lead us in, followed by the young Jamie Hines. Jamie Hines in the chase position. Look at this. So after this run, I'm not too sure. Jamie Hines making a huge drive to get right up there. He knows the day is over. He doesn't care what done to that car. He wants top from us. Here we go. Jake McElveen right on the outer edge, straight into zone 8. Transitions onto the wall for zone 9, and both drivers full throttle trying to get away from each other as they cross the line at zone 10. Incredible. Fantastic stuff there from both drivers. A battle worthy of a final. You overeating well, this on track, it is fire. This is a bit of overheating. Jamie Hines keeps this next minute. So far today, but is the dairyman in the turkey fighter about to take down the young Galway man? He nudges him. Oh, contact from both drivers. Wilson struggles to maintain drift as it all goes off here in Pro 2, round 2 in Watergrasshill. This is fantastic entertainment. Look at this from Hines, foot to floor. Wilson pops back out of the spot on the right hand side. Now finds the door once again of the young man's S14, and they both cross the line full throttle. Guys, round of applause for Jamie Hines and Dylan Wilson putting on a fantastic show here in just Pro 2 competition. And remember, we're going to see these guys back for Pro Action tomorrow. And who's going to bet against them qualifying for a top 32? Oh, I'm not too sure, Mike. Jamie Hines can do in the lead position as he goes right, he goes left, he goes back right again, over the hill here. A little bit of that was left on the track there from Dale McGreen. Jamie Hines doing the right thing in the lead position, but it's all falling apart here for McGreen a little bit. He's offline, he's struggling to keep up with the pace of the young Galway man. And overall, I think Jamie Hines is doing everything absolutely perfectly here in order to take a place in the top 16. Dale McGreen finally finding the door, but doesn't ultimately have an answer. Guys, round of applause for Jamie Hines. He flicks it in over the hill. Huge entry here. Maybe later on entry, but that was really nice. Just got caught a little bit on an early entry there, which caught him not getting on that perfect outside line. Now he does do everything right from there on, leaves number 6 a little bit early there and drops a wheel as a result, I think, as well in 7 through 8. Now this track once again super technical. You have to be perfect on the corner preceding your next clip to get the next corner, so this track really flows one into the other, and Jamie Hines crosses the line. That's for sure, Mike. It definitely flows. Dean Dillon coming off here in his 180 SX. Look at him here. Coming over the hill here.
manage the pace of it, get it exactly where it needs to be. Look at this, an outstanding looking car. That wing is very, very cool. Giving all the downforce in the rear end, pushing those rear tyres of that S13 right out to the edge of the track. Lots of smoke with a very grippy track here and crossing the line.
Yeah, Tom Hayden leads us in with the big JZX90 chasing.
He sure does. He's going to look in the window and see the huge car right there with him. Look at this, I'm telling you. Right there with him. It is fair to say, on that transition, now they're really required and the Jack taking the inside line on that. Is he struggling to manage the pace of his car? Coming up against a slower car as they come here in zone 8. Up against the wall then for zone 9 and cross the line with zone 10. Absolutely.
Versus one of the youngest in the form of Jamie Hines at S14 versus IS300. Of the IS of Kinna. They both come out with relatively unscathed apart from a little bit of bodywork now. Hines looks to do it all over again as he pushes his poor front bumper around the track. Look at this, the front bumper finds contact again. Jamie Hines is absolutely taking pains here in IS Pro 2 as he comes back over the stop on the right hand side. Now gets a little bit caught. He has to be careful in case that front bumper dislodges an intercooler pipe or gets in caught on full lock, but it doesn't.
Then they'll be fighting out to get into top 8, which gives an opportunity to come King of the Hill 2026 on Sunday. Here we go.
Yeah, McInerney there with a big dive, did everything right, but as you said, had a bit of a correction. We'll have to look back to see if that was caused by the lead drivers. Both drivers are right on top of each other there. A little bit of a wheel top there from Williams, causing McInerney to go right onto the door there. Both drivers now full foot to floor. You can hear the engines absolutely screaming here, hitting off the limiter in the Irish Drift Series as they full throttle cross the line. And it's going to be another interesting one, Adam. We have to watch the replay of this and see what happened exactly there in the first corner.
Look at this, it's Jack Taylor. But now he's taking the competition, just missing zone 4 there before he goes into zone 5. And he just got down on our red, one of the higher power cars here. Maybe trying down to just through the track, I'm not sure. Lot of shadow on the line. Drivers have told me he's one to watch this weekend. They told me themselves that he has the pace. Is he showing that? Will our judges see that? Will they give him a high score for that one?
Yeah.
RX8 BMW power as he sends it. A bit shallow on it though as he transitions on the back line into 4 and into 5 and off into the gravel. I said it, Mike, there's going to be drama here in the Pro 2s and we've already seen it. We're not even transitions here, using every bit of power in that car. As you can see, burning rubber, creating lots of smoke into zone 6 here, making outside line, just getting himself down to the frame, but really tidying up. Looks like he does so, just swab into zone 7 first. All of the slow down there, an inch of line down the outside line to get through.